Day 3, Fluid Link 7 calendar. Tom at Titan Sci-Fi on Twitter asks, if the 13th Doc could meet a previous companion, which one would she run away from or avoid like 10 tried with Jack? Of course, in Utopia, right? Adric. Wow, why
Totally
Adric?
Gotta be Adric.
Why? Just because he's annoying or what?
Well, it's also awkward. She's like, oh, he died with the dinosaurs. Okay. What do I say about this?
That is the thing,
I mean, the same could apply to like Katarina or anyone else that died.
Right.
Bill would be very awkward, which she even says in Diodati.
Oh, boy, that would be awkward, actually, yeah. Okay, this is getting dark already.
But not super awkward, because Bill is now a space, angel, essentially, so Bill would be cool with it.
I suppose. Try to
Presumably.
avoid. Who would she avoid? Who would she avoid? Harry Sullivan.
The imbecile.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Harry wasn't exactly a feminist in any way. And
Well, Nira was the brig, but I think she'd be hanging with the brig anyway.
that'd be the brig. I don't know. Who would she run away from? Who would she not? Dodo.
The first Doctor.
Dodo? Maybe Dodo.
Romana, maybe?
I thought about Romana too, but why would she run away from Romana?
No, she'd hang with Romana. I don't see why she'd.
Barbara. I'm just shouting out companions' names now. Tegan.
I think Tegan would run from the Doctor.
Name
Steven.
a companion.
But Steven is basically a younger version of Graham, so I mean.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm still stuck on Adric.
I think you're right.
I think Adric might be
honestly, I think you could
the
almost
one true answer.
Yeah.
Or maybe Jamie, just because we've had that idea, haven't we? Had like a 13 meets like Jamie as an old man. But
given the second Doctor's reaction to Jamie and Zoe and the 5 Doctors, I think that she wouldn't run from Jamie.
Oh, I guess so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but Adric, because she would say, "Oh my God," like, "Oh, that's right, you died." Like
this is tough because most of the companions are really good friends there.
Well, yeah, and like they didn't really like leave in an acrimonious way or anything like that.
And even if they did, they're still friends.
They're still friends. So I do kind of like the Adric thing because at what point of Adric's life would the Doctor meet him, knowing that he was going to die? And then would she like try to like run away from him and try to avoid because she didn't want to feel the pain again of having her friend die, or and this is probably where most people will go, B, is she trying to get away from him because he annoys her?
I think so. That goes across any regeneration.
I think it might be that.
It's the guilt thing. I think
would she avoid Handles because she couldn't handle
Handles?
Handles wasn't in the classic series.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It just says previous companion. Previous companion. It could be anyone. That's why we've said Bill.
And Handles was the longest serving companion, so would it be
all right?
cringy
Then you want obvious choices if we're gonna bring the new series in. How about Adam?
You and your Adam.
He's not a companion.
You and your Adam agenda.
Adam's totally a companion.
Here's the one. You know who she would probably avoid because she wouldn't know? Clara.
That's true.
No, because she thought he's basically.
But I think at the end of Twice Upon a Time, he does remember.
He does remember. So, but maybe because she is like invincible and everything else, and like and just like basically stringing out the last breath of her life into eternity, I think she would probably avoid Clara. Which
she'd avoid Rose.
No, she would avoid Clara, which I think would probably make the shippers write even harder about how they want the two to get together, or maybe.
What about Thasmin though? You can't have the Doctor and Clara if you got Thasmin.
Careful, you are really treading into some pretty specific areas of my newly found fanfic here, Chris. Be very
newly found
until you start actually writing the fanfic like Warren now does. I don't care.
You don't listen. Ideas,
there's no shipping in mind.
Ideas churned for a while, and the idea of a Clara Thasmin TARDIS team feels exhilarating and terrifying at the same time.
You're basically every person who goes up to a real author and says, I have an idea. Could you write this book?
When we can go to conventions next, I might just do that.
Don't.
Excuse me, Sarah Dollard. Can you please write this one for me?